Hey, what's up, addicts? My name is Marlon Lefevre. I started fishing when I was pretty young. I have some slight memories of my dad taking me fishing at Lacamas Lake here in Clark County, and literally I think the only reason he took me was so he could fish without a license, because he never bought fishing licenses and kids didn't have to have licenses. So he literally would take me, put me in the truck, and I would sleep half the time. But those are some of my early memories of kind of being inspired fishing is catfishing at night with my dad at a really, really young age. So as I kind of graduated through species and catching bass and all that, there was a long hiatus where I didn't fish at all. And then I actually got a job at 18 years old at Sportsman's Warehouse. So I caught my first steelhead when I was 18 years old. One of my buddies, Travis Bishop, took me steelhead fishing for the first time, and I caught a steelhead that day. And I remember from the time I hooked that first fish, pretty much from then on out, it was that's all I thought about was how can I catch more of these amazing creatures. You know, so my wife kind of asked me that same thing, why do I continue to steelhead fish every single, it's summer steelhead, spring steelhead, winter steelhead, going to Alaska to chase steelhead, looking in other countries where steelhead are at. And why? Why do us as steelheaders have this just overwhelming passion for steelhead? And for me, it's been this learning thing. For me, it's been this constant desire to want to learn more and learn this fish more. And every time you go out on the river and steelhead fish, you learn something new. And then every fish you're able to put your hands on is completely different. So it's like you're shaking hands and meeting someone new every single time you go out steelhead fishing. It's a weird feeling, and if you haven't experienced it, you need to. So now we talk about being addicted to steelhead fishing, and for me, I literally can say that I'm full on addicted. There was a time in my life where I was calling in sick to work, fabricating stories on literally family members passing away, telling people at work that family members passed away so I could go steelhead fishing. That's how seriously messed up and addicted I was. And is that healthy? No, but is it healthier than what I could have been doing? Absolutely. I grew up in a totally different scenario than most people. I grew up in foster care, in and out of foster care as a baby and as a kid. And, my parents struggled with addiction and heroin addiction and all these different things. And I chose a different route. I chose this chrome, bright, shiny thing with fins. And that's what I chose to be addicted to. And it's a feeling that, like I said before, you can't describe. You just have to get out there and catch one of those fish and experience it yourself. When you talk about passing on steelhead fishing to a new generation and a new group of anglers, I feel like that's the reason I created Addicted. That's the reason I create these movies, was for that reason. It's to pass this passion and this excitement and this love for not only steelhead, just fishing in general. I want someone to experience that exact same feeling I felt when I watched my bobber drain and I set the hook and the fish peeled 100 yards off the reel. Until you experience and feel that, you'll never understand what it means to hook a steelhead. And so that's why I continue to pass that on to more and more anglers, and why I'm gonna continue to keep doing it for the rest of my life. Nothing is gonna stop me. As far as to even my daughter, now I have my daughter Haley, and she expresses interest in steelhead fishing, and she's been talking about my videos. And so now it's time to get her out. She's old enough to hold a rod now. It's time to pass that excitement on to her, and hopefully she'll be just as passionate about it as I am. So the whole inspiration behind the steelhead fishing in Alaska was really, we were there for salmon fishing, and Jordan was already going back for steelhead, kind of talked about steelhead, and he's like, dude, we should just do the same thing, get a big group of guys together and do the steelhead thing. And we were all just super stoked about it. So I was like, let's do it, dude. Let's go on another adventure, and it's gonna be so much better because it's steelhead. So that was kind of why we all put this thing together and went to Alaska steelhead fishing. My favorite moment in Alaska was basically just being with my buddies. I felt like the first trip we went was super stressful. We were all super stressed out. We're trying to make this movie, and it was we were just stressed. And so I don't feel like we had as much fun. It was a blast, don't get me wrong, but like the second movie, it was almost like the second trip was, we could like breathe a little bit. We were still filming a movie, but we learned a ton on the first one. It was so much less stressful, and we got to really just have a ton of fun fishing in Alaska. So one thing I learned about steelhead when we were in Alaska is you can't just throw one thing at a steelhead and expect him to bite. You know, there was multiple times where you would literally see 30, 40, 50 fish in a hole, and the first bait that goes through, they're all jumping on it, right? But then the second you hook one, they all kind of went blank, and it was like, okay, now switch worm colors, boom, you'd hook one. Now put a different jig through there, boom, you'd hook one. Now put a plug through there, boom, you'd hook one. So just constantly changing your presentation. And that might not be something that I learned. I kind of already knew that, but it made me really realize, like, holy crap, I need to do that a lot more at home, and I bet you I'll be catching a lot more steelhead. So I've been asked this question a lot about the passion and the drive behind creating these fishing movies and Addicted Alaska in general. And, you know, like I said, coming from where I came from in the past, where like you literally grow up and you don't even know what fishing is. You're not exposed to it. You're in the city, or think about all the kids that live in downtown New York. Think about all the people across the world that they have zero access to these things. That was me. I was that kid growing up, living in foster care, like loving fishing and wanting to go so freaking bad every single day, but not having an outlet to get out there and do it. You know, you're a 12, you're a 10, who knows what scenario you're in, and you can't get out there and do it. And so my passion behind creating these fishing movies is to show these kids and these youth and these kind of upcoming generation that you can do this. You can come out and you can go fishing, and fishing's freaking cool, and it's a healthy, badass sport. And I hope that as we continue to keep making these movies, more and more kids will be inspired by them and excited to get out on the water and chase steelhead and salmon and bass and pretty much anything that swims. Man, one thing I want to tell Jerry, if you're watching this, dude, I freaking miss you more than life can even describe, buddy. Literally, there's days that I wake up and almost freaking cry, dude. So I hope you're watching this and you see this and you know that I don't know what's going on in your life, and I don't know why you're not around us anymore, bud, but we miss you, and we'll take you back anytime you want to come be buddies or just go fishing or whatever. And I hope you love Addicted Alaska, and it would not be the same. These movies would not be the same without your face in them. So thanks so much for being my friend, and let's go fishing, dude. Why should you go see Addicted Alaska? Because this, I truly believe, is some of the most amazing steelhead footage that's ever captured on video, paired with amazing scenery. And on top of that, you get to see like what it's like to be a steelheader, what it means to be addicted to steelhead fishing, what it means to wake up every single day of your life and check water levels and look and see what the fish are doing, see if it's raining, see if it's sunny. I mean, your whole life is consumed by steelhead fishing. So if you're a steelhead angler out there, that's what you, if you're a steelhead angler out there and that's exactly how you live your life, you need to come see this movie, May 2019. My name's Marlon Lefevre, and I'm addicted to steelhead fishing. Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry for the long delay. We're experiencing some technical difficulties, right, Cameron? Like
yeah,
always.
we're gonna go cut to another little short scene. We're working on something real fast for you guys. Trying to kill some gremlins here. So we will get with you. We got some super exciting news. Obviously, everyone's talking spring Chinook. We got some good stuff for you guys.
So just bear with us. We got to fix this thing, and once we get it fixed, we will be back with you.
Enjoy the clip. Do it. Quick. Now. Go. Fast.
Clint.
I don't know if that was a fish, but it's a pretty good mark about a foot off the bottom there.
Oh, you did get a fish.
I did get a fish.
That's a fish. You had a. Oh my God!
Told you.
Fish on! Reel Roger! He's in the net. Nice. Yeah!
Hit him right on the eyes.
Ooh, kiss him. You gotta kiss him. Oh, he kissed him too. Hey all you guys, welcome to another episode of Addicted Life. Today we're going to be out here fishing for spring Chinook, and today is my first freaking day and I'm super excited. I've been on Steelhead, I've been a good boy, haven't even twirled a herring yet, so we got on the boat this morning, got everything dialed up, ready to go. So I don't know, I've heard of a few fish caught. There's been a few of our buddies that have caught fish. It seems to be going off. We got some great weather today and we're going to go give it hell. So be sure to give this video a like. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys, and hopefully we'll be putting some blood in this nice clean boat of mine. So stay tuned. Yo, bear.
Dude, that was...
Oh my God.
There he is! No!
It's huge. Every time he head shakes, dude, I can just...
Oh dude, here we go!
Oh, he just freaking flew out of the water.
Yo, we're back.
Our blank stare is exactly why, because we are still having some technical difficulties, but we're getting them fixed. We promise we're getting them fixed. Thanks so much for tuning in every single week with us, guys. We are trying to work through all these issues, and once we have them dialed, it's going to be amazing, but we just got to work through them. So bear with us. We're coming at you, I promise. Clint, what do you got for these guys?
Talk to us.
You guys want to just talk to us as we try to fix these?
When we get it dialed, though, it's going to be really nice.
2 seconds, guys.
You guys can help us. Well, let's ask them some questions.
I can't.
You guys been catching any fish?
Yeah.
Any of you people out there fishing in the
Catching
YouTube
trout?
world? Are you catching any trout, bass, salmon, steelhead?
Bass.
Anything? Are you guys chasing any sort of fish out there in the YouTube world? I'm watching your comments here. Let me know what you guys are.
What have you caught, Marlon?
I've been doing some bass fishing.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been doing bass fishing. It's been fun. We got some fatties the other day.
I've seen some pictures. You make me pretty jealous.
Yeah, we got some chunkies. They're definitely like the water temperature in some areas. They're full spawn on their beds, like they're spawning. And then in some ponds they're pre-spawn, and in some ponds they're like not even anywhere near spawning because the water's still too cold. So if you can find the right areas, there's definitely some fish to be had when it comes to bass.
I actually followed your steps, and I ended up with it was a decent bass, but it wasn't like what you guys were getting.
Clint, you figure it out there, buddy?
I'm hoping so.
Transcribing enabled.
Did we get some
Transcoding
trouts
enabled?
though? Got some
What does that
rock bass and stuff too the other day.
You got some what?
Some rock.
Oh yeah,
basses.
you went. Tell us about your bottom fishing trip. How was that?
I went out at TFO with Brandon Traeger. I went out and checked all that out. Those are a good group of guys, and it was actually a lot of fun. We caught a lot of fish. Took us a little bit to get on them, but once we got on them, it was just pound town. Like we were just loading them up. So it was really fun. But it was definitely worth skipping work.
Addicted Life. You guys filmed an Addicted Life too.
We did.
So that will be a future Addicted Life on this YouTube channel of us bottom fishing with the Fallen
good.
Outdoors.
A lot of action.
Let's see
in that.
what you guys are all saying here. You guys have got some steelhead, it looks like. Some kokanee fishermen out there. Trout. Got, let's see here. What else? Some Great Lakes steelhead. Nice. Oh, Brady says he lost one in the mud on Saturday.
Ooh.
Dang. Dang.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that because, obviously, for those that you guys have not heard yet, they did give us an extension in the Columbia River. So Saturday, Sunday,
Uh-oh.
might be
Saturday.
time to swing the big gun.
Do you think there's going to be some fish caught probably, huh?
I've got information on that
It's-
I want to share.
I have to cross the bridge every day.
But I'm
and
not
I look
going
down. It's
to.
pretty brown.
I'm not going to share that until
Did you go? Did
we
you
figure out if we
close it,
have
Clint?
something going on here or not.
It's showing Facebook chat is enabled. Are we on Facebook? I mean,
Initialized, it says.
I don't
I
think
see
so.
No viewers.
0 people watching. You guys, what we're trying to do,
Yep.
we'll let you guys into this world now. We're actually trying to stream on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. We're trying to do both at the same time so we don't keep neglecting one of the two. So that's what we're trying to do in the background right now, and we thought we had it dialed, and it's just not dialed.
You'd think the largest fishing platform online would have one in the Northwest, but we haven't got there yet.
If there's any
We're evolving.
Oh,
that didn't work.
finally! Yes, we know. We're trying.
Can't believe they opened it up this weekend.
Oh, let's talk about that. Can't believe they opened it up this weekend. Why can they not believe that it was opened up this weekend?
Well, I didn't believe you when you told me, and simply because what was stated just a few days ago was that Washington was refusing to even meet and even talk about it. Next thing I know, you're like, what's live feed about? You're like, fishing this weekend. I'm like, yeah, okay. What, you mean last weekend? Like, I mean,
No, I mean there was some stuff there.
that's
I'm
good.
I don't know if I want to go into it just yet because I'm only going to do it once.
Well,
We'll see. How's it going, Clint? Just kidding.
I love my job.
What is going on, Clint? What's the continuous live stream checkbox?
They'll let you go past 4 hours.
Oh, we don't need to go past. I'm not talking to these guys for 4 hours. Love you.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, guys. We do not know what's going on. We really wanted this to be. We were so excited to make this work today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's not working. It just doesn't want to.
Clint,
We're trying,
Yeah,
guys.
regardless. Might as well just go and talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to have some other people call it in. Come on.
Hey, Tommy Weller, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. We really appreciate it. I can't even believe you're super chatting us right now with these horrible issues.
He didn't like super chat with.
He asked a question.
Did he super chat and go hire a producer? Oh, never mind. Sorry, buddy. What's the question? Let's hear
No,
it.
he didn't. He just says he said he wants to go fishing with us and he loves the content.
Thank you, Tommy. We
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Tommy. We appreciate it. Clint's live.
but yeah, that's for what?
Why does Clint's work instantly and not
our page?
Are you connected right there where it said connect account?
Do you guys fish much for summer Chinook down Astoria?
Nope.
Dude,
Yeah, it's
it's
more
so
like-
annoying. Why is it not working?
And no one's
Clint?
gonna summer Chinook fish at all this season.
Because like I've always thought about it as like summer Chinook was really like late springers, but just pushed into another season. Like, and so they just kind of got classified as like
Well, it's funny because
A
there's
summer
a lot.
fish.
The joke is with that is that there's a lot of springers still caught after June 16th. You know, black faced, bellies.
so there is
And so-
actually
but there
a
is an
summer fishery.
There is an actual summer
Okay.
Chinook run that peaks. What is it? About the third, fourth week of June ish, over Bonneville, and there's
What's auto settings?
another peak of fish.
That is
But
auto right there.
There is some mixing, but nope. After June 16th, they're all summer
Right, because
fishing.
that our camp
Then the-
out weekend, I definitely.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, and so there's some jokes when it comes to like dam counts and stuff like that that still probably are black faced upriver
Right.
spring that end up being called summers, but they're not. But
Because
you know,
yeah, camp out weekend, I got a couple high fins that were definitely big.
big old coal.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Lame. What's that toggle on off button right there on the right upper top?
I need to read. I'm going to start going through people's questions. How about that? And I'll let you work on that. Here we go. Oh, we got a lot of you guys watching. So let's go.
I can't believe there's so many of you watching.
Yeah.
Tommy
Sorry,
Rowe with
guys.
another super chat. Dude, thank you so much. If you guys don't know what super chat is, it allows you guys to basically donate to the cause. We're all here making this content for you guys, and we appreciate you tuning in every single week. And a lot of these microphones and all this stuff is expensive. And thanks to our awesome partners that also help us do that and help us create this content. But anything that you guys are able to help also helps our cause. So that's what super chat is. If you guys want to donate to Addicted Fishing and help us continue to create badass content for you, there's a little dollar symbol right down there next to the content or next to the comment thing. You can super chat and you can do that. Also, if you want your question highlighted and in front of our face, because sometimes there's a lot of dudes in here, a lot of people asking a lot of questions, and we miss questions. So if you want them highlighted in our faces, that's another way you can use super chat, and we'll make sure that we answer them. So that's the super chat bit. Thanks again, Tommy, for contributing those.
Except
to
for if you're
Addicted.
in Thailand. Apparently you can't super chat in your Thailand. So you can always super chat when you get back.
August
If you're
Fishery
coming back.
Buoy 10 is what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, no, Tommy. Yeah, August Fishery Buoy 10. It's more going to be like the June, July, August, September, maybe even an October Fishery Buoy 10. There's a lot there that's going to be awesome. Awesome. 1.3 million fish. If you're 1.4 million fish, you really think 1.3 million. If you really think about how many fish are going to be coming in there this year between the Chinook and the Coho. If you don't get excited about that, you are not a fisherman, and you should just turn off our page right now and go. I think there's a Garden Frugal channel that you guys should check out.
I think I'm more excited to put my waders on and let them down than I am to get them in the boat.
Yep, June hogs are the summer run. Yep. Sup, Addicted? Kevin, what's up? Yeah. When do you guys start summer steelhead fishing? Caught a summer steelhead last week, not even trying.
You
Saw
did?
another one. Yes, I did.
Was
Yes,
it?
we did. And
was
we killed him. And
Lies.
David
Fake
O'Connor,
news.
thank you so much. David, we appreciate the super chat, buddy. Thank you again.
I seen the picture. It's real.
What is it?
he's like,
That
called me a
summer.
liar. I'm
Did it
like,
have lots of fat content?
I cut the belly open just for you, buddy. Just for you. Isn't that weird? It's like I cut the belly open and took a picture of its guts just for the
for
first hater that was going to be like, that's not a summer, and I would have been like, boom.
Darren, I totally feel you, dude. You're more than welcome to use that money to buy Addicted gear. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
You guys, we do have a bunch of new hats and sweatshirts and all sorts of stuff on our website, addicted.fishing. So if you want to get Addicted gear or you want to get Band Sea Lion hoodies or any of our gear, you can purchase that stuff on our website, addicted.fishing.
Where did I find that? I couldn't find it. Tommy, are you talking about the Buoy 10 numbers? Because I can go through the Buoy 10 numbers and seasons and all that stuff if you care for me to do so. And you don't have to super chat again. Just text it. Let us know. Yeah. First cast fishing. What? Maybe I can send Clint the picture. No, I probably can't. But no. Yep. Summer steelhead are dying right now. Dying.
It was definitely a summer. There's no denying that.
Have you ever fished the jetty for coho in Ilwaco? I have only done it a few times, and all of your time I've
Clint,
done it.
that was
fun,
19.
But I'm telling you
that
what,
was 1080.
that's going to be ridiculous this year.
I grew up doing
I
that.
can't wait.
I grew up
Those
fishing
settings.
those rocks
Twitch,
since I was a little
Twitch,
kid.
by
Twitch,
1080
Twitch.
up top.
It used to be a big bobber show. I was always seeing bobbers. I went back after not doing it for a few years, and it definitely turned into a hardware show.
You've never twitched a white and black jig off it, though? Because that's the
No.
only time I did it 2 years ago. I murdered all them.
But I never seen. I showed up with bobbers, and everybody was just pitching giant cast masters, spinners, and I was like, okay. I played ball.
I get so
Dude, Robert Brown, thank you so much, man. $20 super chat. We appreciate it.
What is this?
Dude.
We have 160 people watching on YouTube right now. We're struggling. You guys tell we're just like trying to get through this. We're trying to like answer your guys' questions, have a great conversation with you. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. We love it. That's why we do it. If we could just get a producer, And I'm just... and Clint just walked out the door. No, I'm kidding. We love Clint. We thank him. We're going to give him another few minutes because, after all, we still have our day jobs. And you know what? This is our hobby that we love doing for you guys. So we're going to give Clint another few moments here to see if we can get it to rock and roll. But we do appreciate it. Thank you, Rob Brown. Much appreciated for the super chat. Thank you. What else do we got?
Yeah, Darren says he wants different colored shirts. I did take a note on that. We're going to be working on getting different color Addicted shirts on the website very soon. We actually are working on our next apparel launch, which will be the summer line, which will come very soon. There's going to be some sick.
How can you tell? Larry Seri asked, "How can you tell a winter from a summer steelhead?" Right now, it's actually super easy because anything winter steelhead right now is going to have really developed gonads, either eggs or sperm sacs. And bottom line is, if you catch one that doesn't have that, if it's a keeper, of course, all local rules and all that crap, it's not going to have that. So yeah, summer should be real easy to tell, especially this late in the game.
Right. So
Steelhead obsession. Absolutely, we do have some space stuff coming. We have a whole bunch of different fly fishing videos coming very, very soon from our man Jordan Carnegie. He's going to be filming all sorts of fly fishing content, spay fishing, trout fishing.
Brady Taylor.
We have a ton of fly fishing stuff coming for you guys, so be on the lookout for that.
Brady Taylor. So here's what I know about barbed hooks back on June 1. So according to the Washington reforms, and they going back on them, June 1, technically Washington rules would claim that Columbia River would not have barbs. And from what I heard is that the Oregon Commission was pushing that through to be concurrent with Washington rules for June 1 as well. However, as of today, I believe Kate Brown relieved the commission or somehow that commission is gone. There's 5 new officials going into there, so I have no idea what's going on with that. But supposedly it was going to happen June 1 for both Washington and Oregon. So honestly, I don't really know. If anybody has any other inside information on that, if that's still going through or if they passed that before, I'm not sure. But from what I heard, it was going through Oregon too. So barbs, it might be up in the air for a little bit. No idea. Can honestly say no idea.
Well, we got another super chat. Thank you again to all the people that are super chatting us. I know the $5 and the $2, it really does help us on a day-to-day basis just keeping this stuff going. So we really appreciate it. And you had a question. You said scents for steelhead this time of year. Really, all year long I was using Winter Chrome Blend, and as it starts to switch over, it's just so convenient to use that super sauce and put it. So
in the tributaries, Winter Chrome Blend is going to dominate because there's a lot of, I'll just be honest, there's a lot of egg in that. And there's a lot of egg mixed with what we used in the Columbia, so you got a good fresh steelhead profile, and you have a good tributary steelhead profile. So
now, if you're talking the Columbia fishery or some of these bigger rivers, then you would go with the Addicted Steelhead Blend, or Procure has a lot of other awesome scents that work just as good. Their sand shrimp works really good. Anise is a good one to go with. You can't go wrong with anise. And I saw you said, Michael, that you got your first steelhead thanks to our videos.
That's the inside of a summer right there. Notice all the fat, no sperm sacs, no eggs. I don't know if you guys can
That's
see
like pure blur.
Is it blur?
Yeah, pure blur.
Hold on, I'm coming back out. I'm backing it out.
You see it?
Oh,
no.
bummer. I was hoping you could see that.
Why don't you just have Clint switch to that
guys.
camera?
Tried, guys. Well, Clint's busy right now.
Anyway, I was saying, I saw you caught your first steelhead thanks to our videos, man. That means a freaking ton to all you guys out there, all you guys and gals that we've helped get into fishing or catch your first steelhead or catch your first fish or whatever it may be. That is truly why we continue to do Addicted and keep it going, is for experiences like that. So that means a lot, guys. And another super chat from Nick. Dude, thank you so much for the $15, dude. Thank you. We appreciate it. Clint's still trying to get us streamed over onto Facebook. What do you guys think about that idea? If we could get it to where it was streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, would all you YouTubers be cool with that? Would you guys be stoked that we were doing that on both, or would you rather us stick to one platform? What's up?
I might
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry for the blurry. I just tried to pull a move there. You know, we're trying to stall a little bit. We're going to have Bill Monroe call in here in a little bit because there was a lot of, I would call it misinformation that was kind of going about some of the posts on the Addicted Fishing Forum. And, I think we wanted to have a good just discussion about, kind of like where we were at with, the Columbia River management and how, we have plans set forth and there's steps that need to be taken.
Man. Bill is just a selfish salmon fisherman.
He's a selfish, greedy salmon fisherman that wants more opportunity for sports. And when you guys hear some of these numbers about how little we've impacted and how much they're going and had the steps they're going to protect this run, it's pretty astounding and it's good. It's all positive. So positive for not taking a chance at over harvest this year. And anyways, we got some really good information. So hopefully Clint's gonna get it here. Gosh, I hope. This is promising. Hold on.
Fetching video stream.
Wait, something's happening.
Clint.
Something is happening.
Oh my gosh.
If it all goes blank, we know what happened, folks. If it all goes blank.
Are they working separately or are they working in there?
No, hang on.
Hold on. I don't know what's going on now.
We're getting excited because Clint might have made some headway. Are we on Facebook or what are you doing?
Clint is the most valuable member of the Addicted team. Right now, he is. Correct.
We're just gonna do this.
No results found. Fail.
Oh, I guess not. Oh, wait.
It says
Oh.
live. Watch
Oh.
it just breaks, breaks everything.
It's just everything.
TV and camera. Everything freaking blows up. Is it on the freaking system though?
Yeah.
Pull it up so I can see the comments.
Hang on.
Now, Justin Bennett Butcher might make it hard to respond to both platforms at the same time. Actually,
No, it shouldn't.
it's
gonna make it
Hold on,
easier.
no, we're going to explain. It drops. These programs
It's
drop
online.
the comments.
Dude, I think we got this.
Let me see the comments then,
Right,
bro.
okay.
Whoa, would you stop yelling at me?
Rio.
I just drank a Red Bull for the first time in a month because I wanted to be, well, not a Red Bull, but
Now you're just jamming out.
whatever the hell it
Oh
was.
gosh.
I've been drinking energy.
You guys
drink
want to
in a
see
month.
this summer Steelhead?
I don't see any Facebook comments, bro.
Hold on.
Don't you ever
Hey,
call
if
me
you're
a
tuning
liar?
into Facebook,
Facebook's
comment
not
for
even
us.
on there.
Comment. Oh, it's not on there. Womp womp. Never mind. Getting too excited.
Hang on.
Are we on Facebook, Cody?
I'm leaving. See ya. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Yep.
We are on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook with 75 people, but that is going to be really hard if we can't see the comments. Clint.
You know what? We might just have to work with it tonight.
Hang on.
We might
Well, what we could do is have the Facebook comments.
What's up,
on.
Facebook? We are doing something really cool tonight. If you guys are just bear with us another few minutes, we've got Bill Monroe and Julia calling in today. We've got some Springer stuff to talk about, movie stuff to talk about. All sorts
If
of
you
stuff,
just
good stuff
are
to talk
tuning
about.
in, if you're just now tuning in on
patient.
Facebook, we just got live on Facebook. We're trying to simulcast and stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So that's what we're
Tommy.
doing. We've been running into a lot of technical difficulties. But if you're on Facebook, please share it out there. Share it out to their news feeds, all that different jazz. Please, that would mean the world to us.
Tommy Wellner, where did you find your buoy 10 numbers? I saw 30K. Now, maybe 30K could have been a component of the upriver numbers, but I think it's supposed to be, I mean, it's 905,000 coho coming in, plus more Chinook. I can't remember what the exact number was because I'm mixing up lower river and upper river fish, but it's over 200. It's more than last year. Let's just say that. However, it's less than on brights, but more lower river fish. But that's okay because that's a huge component of the buoy 10 fishery. But no, buoy 10 this year, I think is going to be balls to the wall, man. Like those big coho numbers sitting in the estuary, and that's the other thing about that run size that's supposed to enter the Columbia. It's almost 50-50 earlies to lates. Might be 60-40. Don't hold me to that. But we got a lot of fish coming. Got a lot of fish coming back.
Keep
So-
going. Just keep.
Anyways, yeah, so no, that 30K, that must have been just a little component that you maybe saw or something like that. Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Hey, Mason, thanks so much for tuning into our content, dude. Stoked that you were able to get on some steelhead because of our videos. We appreciate you tuning in, and we're stoked that you're getting fish, man.
Should I skip my buddy's wedding for scheduling it during Springer season in May? The answer to that is yes. Just kind of like my two friends who scheduled their weddings in August at Buoy 10.
Oh man.
What the hell was he thinking? Second weekend, the 13th. 13th? Marlo?
Oh, I see. What?
13th? of
Didn't
August?
Sean just do it too?
Yeah, mine.
13th.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was right.
That's my wife's fault, not mine. Dude, you want to hear the story?
No.
I don't want to re-bring it up.
I don't want to hear the story.
We have 130 people watching on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, what up? Clint, what is sliding in over here on Stream Me?
Right, what is that?
Huh?
The chat is ready to display. Frankly, I don't give a damn. More orcas and less seals. That's a fact.
Yes, sir.
Ben, I caught a lot of fish on those flashers. Actually, I don't know why you struggle with them, but I'm glad that you sold that many of them to me for $15. So thank you. I bought the extension handle, I believe, from Ben Hoagland for my kicker, and he just happened to bring it up. He's like, "Well, I got these short bus flashers, and they don't work for me." And he was like, "I'll sell it." I think it was like 7 or 8 of them, and he sold them to me for $15. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's a steal.
"Deal!" I was like, so I bought them.
Well, I mean, he probably sold you all the non-working flashers because you know how like killer fish, there's ones that work really good and ones that don't because they have a little less of a spin.
That is
Like,
not
little
true.
less
The
beats per
flashers,
minute.
like that's not true.
How do you know?
Because I
Jeff,
caught fish
That's
on all.
totally true. How do you guys think that's true?
That's not true. One flasher does not. It spins better.
Hey, Jeff over on Facebook, dude. We can't wait for the movie premiere either. That's super badass that you're driving down from Idaho to come watch it with us.
Are you watching the Facebook comments?
I am.
Maybe I'll just watch the YouTube comments. Let's get this thing going.
Okay, I'll just get them both up individually. You'll have 2 screens. We'll just do it that way.
We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta get these guys some talk. We're gonna talk some springers, some movie stuff, all that. What else I mean, I think that's it, right? There's nothing else going on in the Northwest. Or fishing wise, right?
Are you guys double dipping tonight? That would explain the technique. Yeah, we're trying to double
We're trying to
dip.
double dip.
Yes, we are. We are trying, but it's not working. We failed miserably once again.
When do you ship the tickets? I've had another person ask me that.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, they asked. So
No, they're coming. I'm actually still working on I want them to be sick, so I'm still working on them. They're coming.
Okay. Oh, that'll work right there, bud. As long as you keep those new comments on the Facebook, guys, we'll catch it up. Yeah, dope, dude. You got it. Clint is the man. Everybody, give Clint a big thumbs up. Smiley face. Clappy, clappy.
Job,
He just
Clint.
flipped us both off. It's cool.
Grab
But
beer, I'm out of
I think
He's still-
we need to see the comments on Facebook. What are you doing? You gotta go down to the new comments. Or is it scrolling fine? It just says new comments 41. Because we've got literally, I think, 300 of you guys
There we
between the
go.
two. There we go. Thank you, babe.
And for all you guys when we were talking a little bit about Addicted Alaska, we have sold about 200 tickets up to this point. So if you want to come to the movie, please, please, please go purchase your tickets now so we can know if we need to freaking open up more premieres. Because that's what we want to do is do other cities and do other areas. And I know a lot of people are going to try to wait till the last minute or wait to see if they can actually make the date. But if you're thinking about coming to the movie, please go get your tickets now. Get them purchased up before it's too late.
And we're gonna go over. I see you guys already asking about the Columbia and if
Yep.
get a
I'm writing
reopener.
I'm writing down questions on the Columbia.
We're
guys,
gonna get
'cause
to
we're gonna
that.
talk to that. Yep.
It's coming up.
Let's rent a charter boat for Ocean Coho and have a party.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun. Maybe
That actually would be a ball. Do like 20 addicts and just do a little. I mean, you guys just did that. I mean,
Yeah,
falling
I would
outdoors.
totally be down to do it again. Right
Why
away,
don't we just do
anytime.
Boat.
Kind of fun because I can't take 20 addicts in my
Six.
boat. We could do a flotilla. Maybe that's what we just need to do one day. Do like a buoy 10 addicted flotilla and
be
just
sick.
go out and murder like 800 poor little coho.
That'd be fun.
Yes. Bye. Anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
we can. Let's put our head. Bye.
Live?
No. Yes.
You are.
We are live. Hi, Sharon. Bye, Sharon.
Okay, bye.
Get in here.
Bring Finn in here. I'll show him to the people.
Yeah.
Marlon, can you upgrade your tickets to VIP tickets?
If you want to do that, message me. If you would like to, we're about sold out of those. So if you want to do that, then message me. If you want to upgrade, if you were one of the pre-sale tickets and you want to upgrade to VIP, then message me. Except I do not really think. Just send me a message. I've seen that question a couple times.
Yeah, it came out.
Which one?
A lot of people that got pre-sale tickets were wondering
yeah.
what the VIP ticket was. I will say though, if you got a pre-sale ticket, you're gonna get something that no one else is gonna get. So we appreciate all the people that went out there and bought tickets early and supported it right out the gate. And so all those people that did that, they're gonna get hooked up with a little special prize.
Oh my God, he grew up like 3 times since I've seen him last. I see some guys asking questions
Here's my
about
new-
Akumas and stuff like that. It's because 3 years ago there was a change of ownership at some of the other companies, and that's where we fell on. And we enjoy making products, and they're a great partner to work with.
Here's my new little man. His name is Finn.
Yep, they're going to be around a while, and we
He's
love
going to
them.
be a shed hunting master. Say hi to the people, Finn.
Oh my God! When I saw him like a month ago, he was this big.
I know he's getting big fast.
All right, dude, go. He's freaking out.
Later, bud.
He's gonna be tall.
He's going to find me a whole bunch of these right here. I'm going to train him to find me a bunch of these. He's already getting good at it.
All right. What color bead, my sled? Blah, blah, blah. Let's see here.
Dude, I'm kind of like, I can't believe we're on Facebook and YouTube at the exact same time. How are you guys liking this? You guys think this is going to be cool? All the people that are watching on Facebook, do you like the idea of us streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time? Let us know kind of how you feel about that. And YouTube, you do the same. Let us know what you guys are thinking.
Chocolate Labs for life.
Yes, he is my little man.
Are the pinks running yet? I would have to say no. Pinks are more of a summertime thing. And there's not going to be that many of them.
Yeah,
I
are we
know
getting those this year?
No, that's one thing. I was going to read this article, but the title was, "Where did all the pinks go?" So I don't know. I don't know if we're getting too many of them back. I know there's no bonus bag limits in the Sound. I think there is still like the normal limits, like a 2 fish kind of thing. But I know on the odd years, the Puget Sounds used to kind of bonus bags, but I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening this season. Yep.
Great idea. So it looks like people are liking doing it on both. So the reason behind that, guys, is we felt like we were kind of it seemed like every week we would give our all on one of them, and then the other one wouldn't be as good. So we're trying to we really want to make this one good show that all you guys can watch us on whatever platform you want to watch us on. So that's kind of the goal in moving forward with this, is to hopefully be able to give it to everyone.
He says it's great. We get a double chance to win. It's like, well, actually, no, you don't.
You get less.
But maybe we have to give out more prizes. What do you think, Marlon?
Nah.
I think all these people have to. We got to
We
give
do need
something
some-
really good for
we
you
do need to
guys.
get
We
some
appreciate
prizes.
you guys that hung
Now
in
that
there
we're
for us.
dialed.
Now that we're
Share it on
dialed.
whatever platform, and
Yep.
All right, hold on.
Comments are
I'm
working like this.
gonna go get some prizes.
Oh, Marlon's gonna go get something good out of the special shit.
Nick Smith, I'd have to say my favorite thing to catch steelhead with is a worm. Every fish that I've gotten on a worm has just been an absolute blast, just a ripper. So I say worm.
What was his question? I didn't see it. Oh, what's your favorite bait to catch steelhead on?
Yeah.
Dude, this year's been a jig and bait year. Nobody's business. I don't even care anymore. It's over. Jig and bait, jig and prawn. No question. The lower water conditions, a lot of the areas
Right.
weren't that conducive to bead fishing, and the difference is you hook one on a jig, you got about a 95% chance of landing it. You hook one on a bead, and
I started
even
jig-
with our good hooks, it's not. Let's just say the landing ratio is not as good.
I was jig fishing really early, like when winters were just starting to maybe show up, and I was getting coho, summers, winters. Like, you just didn't know what you're going to catch on it. It was a pretty good all-around target lure there.
Beads. I see beads, eggs, absolutely. Jig and prawn. Tyler, you know what's up. Yeah, dude, I got 95% of my fish this year. Because, like I said, we just didn't have a lot of high water. Like, it was just low, clear water. Yeah, a lot of jig stuff.
I did catch some
Our summer
big fish
steelhead
on
numbers
worms, though.
looking better this year than last. So Joe Carlson, the only thing that I can attest to is that the Columbia River A runs are looking slightly better than last year, but the B runs are in the dirt, like drastically low, to where there will be closures in the Columbia River, lower Columbia River, starting in July and August, and probably going through the end of the year. They really have to protect those B run steelhead. But the A runs, I can't remember the exact numbers. I know they were better than last year, and they might even be slightly better than the 10-year average. Don't hold me to that numbers, but there's definitely some positive direction with the summer steelhead in the Columbia. And as far as the different tributaries branched off, I'm not sure. Check your stocking reports. What do you got? What are we giving away? Oh, you bought out the big guns.
God, you guys saw this in the last episode. A lot of people actually commented on that cam and asked what knife you were using, because I'm not gonna lie, that fillet job was pretty money on that fish. There wasn't much meat left. You could literally almost see through it. So Gerber 10-inch fillet knife. That was the knife Cam used on the last Addicted Life episode. If you guys are watching us on Facebook and you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, you are seriously missing out on some badass content. So please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I saw, actually, over on our YouTube channel, we got another super chat from Tommy. So Tommy, thank you again for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate it.
You know
and
how-
he asked us a question. What did he ask us? He wanted to know where to get the Alaska tickets.
It says website won't work.
I don't understand. It's www.addicted.fishing. Clint, are you able to throw that up on the screen, or we lose
Don't do
all those
anything to screw it
capabilities?
up. You're fine, Clint. You've done great. We appreciate it. We love you, Clint.
Yeah,
know-
that's the
you know-
problem.
you know what
one,
we
of the,
do?
one of the issues with using this is with all those cool features that we were using on that last program, we don't get anymore.
No, we do.
No,
Yeah,
we
I have
do
all that.
if he next time.
I have all
Yeah.
that.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. But what I was just thinking about, so now what we can do, this might be fun. We got about 180 of you guys on YouTube, about 150 on Facebook.
That is YouTube
You know what?
winning.
YouTube's winning, guys. So what I say we do, of course, people could log in twice. No, they really couldn't.
No,
could
they could. Well, they
So-
could be watching both, like on their wife's phone. or
Okay, and
their
if they're
phone.
doing that, then more power to you. You guys win today. We make it a contest. The guys on YouTube better share YouTube, and whoever gets up over 200 will draw the name from that bucket.
I like it.
See what you got, guys.
Okay, so I like it. We're gonna put a little friendly competition with YouTube
Because
and
then we're
Facebook.
going to call Bill Monroe and talk Spring Chinook.
And if you're watching on YouTube and you're watching on Facebook, well, good for you. There's a chance you could win. So
It's
the first one, either YouTube or Facebook, whichever one of you gets it over 200 viewers. It looks like we have about 150 on Facebook right now, and I'm not sure how many we have on YouTube.
It looks like was it one?
It was like 160 something.
166 on
Oh,
YouTube.
you
So
better catch up.
we're gonna randomly select one of you guys, whichever platform gets it to 200 first. We're gonna select one of you to win
That's
a Gerber Salt RX fillet knife. These fillet knives are badass, guys. The handle or the actual sheath comes with a sharpener on it, which you would think wouldn't mean a lot, but it really is means all the thing in the world to just have a nice sharpener right at your fingertips. So those are sexy.
Those are sexy. I have yet to fish these.
Green
I just saw
Aurora.
them. The Green Aurora. I'm going to have 1,000,000 of these in my boat for buoy 10.
You need to tell
Well,
you need to ask JT where he
ridiculous,
came up with the idea for that.
It's weird. There's a striking
There was a blue one.
similarity. There was this really good blue one that worked really good at buoy 10.
JT, I'm gonna need an orange Aurora, please, and a purple Aurora.
Orange?
And I'm kind of thinking what else Aurora we could do here. Pink Aurora, please. Ooh, that might actually look really good. Pink Aurora for buoy 10.
Yeah. Please get center pins.
Does
No.
JT make just a straight?
Hey, no
curl?
matter what, we're gonna select it. Even if you
Yeah, I
guys
was
can't
gonna
get it,
say.
we're gonna select winners no matter what. So I got some P-Line XTCB braid, and I also have some P-Line fluorocarbon. So we're gonna give one person from YouTube some line away and one person from Facebook some line away. If you guys can just do us a favor and share these out to your family, friends, just share them on Facebook or wherever you share your things. Share it out there for us. Give this video a thumbs up, some thumbs up, and then comment. Just comment. We're going to randomly select from the comments. So
The pre-sale link won't work. Oh, that's Wellner again. Tommy, it might just be you, bud. We'll have to figure that out. But don't worry about
pre-sale
it.
link won't.
Wait, are you still pre-saling, though?
No, the pre-sales are out. You gotta just go get.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to go just to the normal.
Yeah, just
No
go.
more pre-sale.
If you guys want to buy tickets to Addicted Alaska, just go to our website, addicted.fishing, and click the shop tab, and you'll see under there an Addicted AK section there. So, and like I said, guys, there is 200 seats left, but you would be surprised how quick 200 seats go. So please don't.
Especially as it gets closer.
Don't wait. Just go get them, please. We really want all you guys there, and it means the world that you guys are going to be there. So go purchase those tickets before it's too late.
So what you're saying is that we're past the pre-sale point. That's the pre-sale
Exactly.
already gone.
Hey,
Yeah.
so somebody asked real quick. We had a super chat from Michael Sharp. Did you have better luck or shorter or longer worms in AK and any other particular color that outperformed the others?
Ooh.
Well, we were told that worms didn't work at all in AK, and
First
that you
off,
shouldn't even use them at all.
Thanks for the super chat,
Thank you
Michael
for
Sharp.
the super chat. But I would love to answer this question because,
Yeah.
well, maybe
Really
he's
quickly,
probably
though.
going before the movie.
Someone messaged me today that's heading up there and was asking me about baits. I got to send him a message later, but
Yeah.
which Danny Colville, if you're watching, dude, I'll get back to you soon. But
You better bring some worms, and
you
you better
better-
bring some 6 inches because, as you will see, I'll tease the movie out. The movie, we got to fish some rivers that, from the lowest, genus, clearest to high and muddy and off. And worms weren't that
Jesse.
productive until that high, muddy water, and then it was an absolute wrecking ball. So you would be crazy not to bring them. But fish your conditions probably like you would here. Probably go a little shorter, a little lower, clear water. But if you get any kind of, that 3-foot visibility, 4-foot, 2-foot visibility stuff, plan on busting them out and fish them big. We were fishing Some pretty big worms up there because they needed to see it. So they're not really. I don't think the steelhead really were any different than the ones down here. Would you say?
No.
I mean, the technique, the making sure you got good
All
dead
the same
drift.
stuff.
I mean, they were steelhead. They
steelhead.
bit worms, and they loved
But
it.
what we noticed up there is there was a lot of guys that were just using the exact same thing.
All the way through the condition change.
Yeah.
And that wasn't working.
Yeah.
Wasn't working as well.
So.
I mean, when you're in a target-rich environment like that, anything works. But the difference of 4 fish to 40, yeah, you'll see. Dick Alaska 2, baby. But yes.
Man, come on, guys! Facebook, what happened to all you? We used to have 350 of you every single night.
I know. Now they're 150 are on YouTube.
Yeah, now 150 of you are on YouTube.
What's up, Craig?
Regardless, Clint, let's pick a winner for some P-line stuff.
Yeah,
grab it.
Let's do it.
So first, we're gonna pick a YouTube winner. YouTube winner is gonna win him some P-line braid. Who do we got, Clint? Randomly select, please, from the comments. Whoever you got. So the first winner is going to be YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much.
B-Mac.
And if you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to tell you a little secret. There is a good chance that in the next year we won't be on Facebook anymore. So if you haven't gone and subscribed to our YouTube, go subscribe to our YouTube because the bigger our YouTube gets, the more people we get over there. I'm just over Facebook. Not that I don't love all you guys, and we appreciate you guys tuning in, but Facebook continues to restrict our content and not show it to people. And the more they restrict it, we can't get it in front of your faces, then we got to go somewhere else where we can get it in front of people's faces, and YouTube seems to be that platform. So we're not leaving anytime soon, but just go subscribe to our YouTube.
There'll be lots of warning before we even thought about it as we get closer, but don't worry about it, guys.
Yes. It will be a long time before that happens, but
B-Mac.
B-Mac on YouTube.
B-Mac on YouTube. You won yourself some P-line braid. Please send us an email to orders@addicted.fishing. Orders@addicted.fishing. We'll get this braid out to you. Clint, fluorocarbon, who won some P-line SS fluorocarbon. If you guys didn't know, this is pretty much exclusively what we use like all steelhead season from 12 pound to 20 pound. The P-Line SS is just, I haven't found a better fluorocarbon in my opinion.
I actually hooked a fish using the fixed float, and it went around a boulder, and I could just feel it rubbing. I just going to break it off. My buddy's like, keep fighting, and I just kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and all of a sudden, boom, bobber comes up, fish, and I landed that fish. I could not believe it. It was insane.
Jason Goss.
Jason Goss on Facebook. Thanks so much for tuning in and sharing this out there. You won yourself some P-Line SS fluorocarbon. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing, and we'll get it shipped out to you. And don't forget to keep commenting and sharing this live feed out there, all you guys that are tuning in on Facebook or YouTube, because the more you interact, the more you comment and share, the better chance you have of winning a prize. And we're always just throwing random things away.
I think we're going to give away the knife at the end, or are we still giving away you got more prizes?
I got some beads I'm going to give away too, but let's see how good you guys are doing out there.
Should I call Bill now so we can talk some damn
let's
spring
call
Chinook
Bill.
and see exactly what in the world is going on up in here?
So we're going to call Bill Monroe Jr. If you guys don't know who he is a local guide here in the Northwest. He's also on the board of directors at NSIA, and so he knows a lot about our fisheries, and he helps a lot with our fisheries. So we thought it'd be awesome to bring him in and chat with him. So here he is on the phone, on speaker.
Bill,
Good evening, boys.
what's going on?
Not a lot of. How's things?
How's things? Good. We finally got on Facebook and YouTube. We've got over 300 people watching between the two channels right now.
That's
And
good.
I think we want to talk some spring Chinook. Sorry, it's a little later than we anticipated. Clint had some troubles.
He's flipping us. He's
loves
flipping us
us.
off.
He loves us. You know, so Bill Monroe Jr., guys, you listened to the compact today and did a few other things. And, of course, the announcement for the Spring Chinook Lower Columbia River season was opened up for this Saturday and Sunday, but not without a lot of what was the word you used? Little angst. Angst. Can you guys
Let's
copy
talk about that.
Yeah, we can
That's
talk a
good
little
one
bit
to
about
start
that.
with.
Why don't you give a quick rundown on kind of what occurred today, and then we can talk a little bit about actually managing a fishery to a plan versus basically any other option that we have.
And really quick, Bill, before you do, how good can you guys hear him out there? Can you guys hear Bill good enough on the phone? Please let us know.
Hello.
It says
Hello.
microphone
Yeah.
interference on your left. I saw that, but
Keep talking, Bill. Keep talking.
All right. So let's talk about the Columbia River. It is managed by a
from
group
facing.
of managers and both of their staff from each state. Okay? It's called the Columbia River Compact. They're the ones who manage the Columbia for all sorts of things, whether it's gill nets, sport fishing, you name it. They are in charge. We've been operating under this type of a management plan for about a decade now, right? 10 years, and it's just the way that things have kind of gone to make sure that these fisheries sustain themselves while being managed for the most opportunity. That's their goal. These departments' goals are to provide opportunity, right? That's what we pay licenses for.
Absolutely.
So, we've had this spring Chinook fishery. We've had 41 days before this last extension, from March 1st until April, it was the 10th. And that was really, really unproductive. And it was because we had already, when this season first got talked about, back in January and February, when we were all, they were all meeting, and we helped interpret and throw input into it. They said that they were not only predicting a lower run, but they were going to predict a later run that mimicked 2018 last year. And if you remember correctly, we were fishing last year on extensions through April 21st. That did happen. Because we didn't meet our allocation after a certain amount of times, and they just let us keep going because we had a run size that was certain X amount of numbers, and that's how we managed this. So this year, we've had a run that was predicted at 99,000. It got buffered down 30%. To about 60 or so, and then they buffer it again on our end, just so they make sure that they have wiggle room in case really detrimental things happen, and that's if the run doesn't show up, yada yada yada. It's that type of stuff. Well, we're a little too early to determine if the run's not going to show up. That's not the case. What we are going to go off of is the plan that was set forth in place, and they allocated us 3,400 fish below Barnville to be kept as mortality upriver spring Chinook stock. Now, as of April 10th, when we were first cut off, we had barely met 1,200. And then we went, they gave us 2 more days in the worst conditions known to man. We had some warming.
It was so good I went kokanee fishing.
What was that?
I said it was so good I went kokanee fishing.
Oh, it was awful. It was really bad. Actually, it was a 10-year event, which that means that in 10 years, this type of water event, these conditions don't really happen, but every at least 10 years. There's a 10, there's a 50, and there's a 100. Just like they rate floods. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so we got these cruddy water conditions, turbidity where we can't even see our prop, and they let us back in, and then you got all of this, the winter's logs and grass and all of it's called storm flow, which is actually pushed off to the side before they raise these water levels because they're inundated with rains and systems and snow melt. So this happened on the 13th and 14th, and there was only 24 fish caught for those 2 extension days.
I know of 2 of them, so that's pretty good. 24 fish on those 2 extension days.
Yep.
So basically, the guys, so they got together, they met today. There was a little bit of there, but they were supposed to get together yesterday, and so can you give me a little bit of a rundown on kind of like what was supposed to kind of occur first, what didn't, and maybe how we got to this point now? Because for those of the guys that don't know, I know a lot of people tuned in, and I kind of want to interject here for a half second.
Totally fine.
Bill put up an article on the Addicted Fishing Forum yesterday that was talking about the unfortunate circumstance of there not being a compact meeting pertaining to the Lower Columbia Spring Chinook fishery because basically, I guess, Washington didn't want to. right? I mean, can you give me another reason besides that?
That is exactly what
So
it was. Washington's compact manager denied a request for a meeting basically after the 13th and 14th of last weekend were given to us. He said, I will not entertain another meeting.
Right. So you posted a thing asking people to email and write and stuff like that, and it's not because we were begging for a season. It's not because we wanted to kill the last fish.
When I put that up, real quick, this was not a case of, we lower river people should have more fish because the allocation was set, and we don't care about the upriver people. That is not the case. What the case was is that the management set a plan, and it needed to run its course. Washington basically said, nope, we're not going to do this. And he was going to basically, what it would have come down to is move a lower river allocation upriver. That's what it would have eventually happened. And that is not how this system works. We have never done that. There's no history of doing it. We have no reason to start now. So when we get a Washington program manager that refuses to hold a meeting for us, we are worried. There was a plan set in place. We have this allocation. We already not only buffer the run 30%, but we put the run down even more from 60,000 to 53,000 just in case we have a detrimental event.
It wasn't in case we were wrong. It was in case we were wrong big time and then wrong again, and we still weren't even catching fish to basically have a quota for a run that would be only 53,000 fish, correct?
That's right. That is correct. Yep. And so when you get Washington doing this, and then Oregon's program manager was a little upset. And he rightfully so, because one state cannot just do this to the other. It's actually happened a lot in the gillnet controversies, and it doesn't really mix well. So the fact that it happened on a sport fishing compact management meeting side of things, that's troublesome. It's very worrisome. And when you got a person, which I am going to name his name, Bill White, I'm very critical of him. I'm not mean to him. I respect him, and I really appreciate the fact that he was able to get on the phone today and listen to the facts, and it helped. And he was amicable to some sort of a solution. And not only that, but he was actually amicable to hold another meeting next Wednesday if we don't get what we what they think we're gonna kill 800 fish in this next 2-day extension.
Do you think
I'm not
we're going
sure we're gonna do that. So
it's interesting. So at the end of the day, there was this refusal to even basically have the managers meet to manage the fishery. It's not an east versus west. It's not a who gets more quota. It's not who gets to kill fish. And this goes the other way too, folks. If these people would have met and said, look, we just don't have the evidence to support, or the data has changed, or anything along those lines to where it's like, okay, we need to close it. I don't think anybody listening right now online or in this room right now would be against closing that fishery permanently had some new data or had something different change in the plan, right? Mm-hmm. But to not even discuss it is not probably the route that we want to be having, because the plan is set, we fish to a forecast, we buffer that forecast, we buffer it again just to be safe. Now we need to talk about this. So ultimately the staff recommendations for this meeting was to actually have 3 days of fishing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They wanted to give us
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yep. Staff said that we are well within rights to have it actually said on the recommendation list. We are comfortable. It would put the sports fleet below Bonneville's allocation at 51% of 3,400 if they did a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So even with 3 days, basically the staff recommendation said that even with 3 days, if we went out there and we whacked to plan for 3 days, if the whole spring Chinook run came in at only 53,000 fish over Bonneville, we would would not have overfished that run
by 50%.
By 50%. That's being very conservative.
And this is
I'm okay.
One of the most ultra conservative years that we've ever seen. And rightfully so. The numbers are down. We're worried. This is one of the last salts that we're worried about ocean. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But this is ultra conservative.
But there's some good news that also came out of that meeting. You want to elaborate on some of that test fishing that went on, folks? And this is where you all want to listen in.
Yeah. So during the last 4 weeks, they performed what's called a test net fishery to see if the river's CPUE, which is basically says how much fish are in the system, and then they extrapolate the numbers and say, oh yeah, there might be a decent number of mass down in the lower river. During the last 4 weeks, what they do is they do 15 drifts of gill net fishing. In each drift, they count how many fish they get. They count how many are hatchery, how many are steelhead, how many are wild, and then they extrapolate numbers off that. The average amount for the last 4 weeks before yesterday's test net fishery, the average amount was anywhere from 9 to 13 handles, and that means actual Chinook in their hand. And that's really, really kind of low. And we knew it was kind of low all year because they said it was going to be a late run. I'm just going to keep, repeating myself. But so it's been really low. So yesterday, they did a test net fishery. They did 15 drifts. They handled 75 fish. 81% of those fish were hatchery. 81. That's really strong for, that's actually, those numbers of what they did yesterday are better than the 5-year average, which means that the potential to go over 99,000 fish over Bonneville Dam is significant.
You guys,
so that's the good part.
So to put that into perspective for a lot of people who think that, when you put a gill net out, you catch hundreds of fish, right? These guys averaged on one of the best test netting day, the best test netting day this year, 5 fish per drift, which is phenomenal for spring Chinook. All that's telling you is that what they were seeing in the weeks past when they only caught, 8 to 13, Bill? Very few, they scratched at them. 15 drifts, they only caught half a fish a drift.
0.5, yeah, 0.5
right. And
fish
now,
a drift. I mean, that's really tough.
And now that number is 5 per drift. So it just kind of gives you a little bit of a abundancy test that, okay, there's some fish in the river now.
Yeah, we can fish comfortably now. We know that there's fish there.
There's
it's
fish
okay.
coming.
Everything might be okay, yeah.
So, there's some definitely good news on that. Now let's talk about, what are your plans this weekend?
Before you do that quickly, let's say congratulations to YouTube. Everyone out there, as you probably remember, we were doing a YouTube and Facebook kind of contest to see who could get us up over more viewers, and it was kind of weird to see that YouTube won. So shout out to YouTube. Thanks so much for getting us over 200 viewers there. We're going to select one of you randomly here in the next couple minutes to win a fillet knife. We're going to let Bill kind of keep doing his thing here before we select a winner. But
real fast, let me stop you. If you have any questions, guys, I got a couple other questions for Bill that I've seen you guys jot down. We're not ignoring you on that.
We're going to write them down.
We're going to keep this conversation going.
Yeah, keep it going,
But if you're on YouTube, don't forget, you can super chat, and that'll highlight those questions, and we'll make sure that we get them 100% answered for you. How do they catch Chelsea Bessett? Just to answer this one, yes, this is live, so hi, Chelsea. And how do they catch half a fish? It was not that they caught half a fish. Well, I guess a sea lion could eat half of it in the net, which happens. Joking aside, it was just an average catch for a test net fishery. So they ran the net a bunch of times, and the average amount of fish they caught was half a fish, whereas a couple days ago it was 5, which basically is 10 times. There's 10 times the fish in the lower river than was in the last 4 weeks.
Yep.
The runs here,
that's a big
positive.
Deal. I also saw a couple of you on YouTube said that you subscribed. Thanks so much for subscribing to our channel. If you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. Every single Wednesday, we're live on YouTube, and we're also putting out videos every single day. So do not forget to hit that subscribe button, please.
Yes.
Now, Bill, what are you going to do this weekend? You think there's going to be 800 fish caught?
I honestly don't. Unfortunately, if you look at turbidity, it spiked again in Vancouver. It went to an 18. You're looking at 1.5 feet of viz, maybe 2. Staff today tried to correct themselves on the meeting. They said there's 4 foot of visibility. We all pretty much laughed at that, and they said that they were probably wrong on that, but that was just a number that they came up with. I was like, yeah, okay, that's a cool story. So I'm gonna go out and fish Saturday in the Spring Fishing Classic tournament, and then I'm gonna go Easter egg hunting with some kids on Sunday.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly my plans too. In fact, I moved a kokanee trip, and I'm going to go fishing Saturday. So, if you guys want to go fishing
for springers?
For springers, I opened
there
it
you
up.
go.
Opened her up. Let's see here. So, real fast, since there's also some other news coming from your side of the river, Bill. What do you think about that? I don't know if you call it. Is it a dismissal or from the Oregon Commission? They got rid of all of them, right?
They did 5 spots.
5 spots.
5 spots
Out of 5.
Why did they do that?
Buckmaster. Let's just to be clear, Buckmaster's term was up
In May.
It was, and thank God. But I respect him, and his term was up. He wasn't just kicked off, as what a lot of people are kind of alluding to. But it's his time to go. And now we've got these spots, and this is a really, really good chance to actually put forth, at least on the Oregon side of the banks, a sport fishing minded individual who will just advocate the heck out of our fisheries and push for more further opportunities. I mean, we are the reason that these departments exist. We fund their entire budgets with license sales. They do have some federal money, blah, blah, blah. But, the majority of their money comes from us. Licenses are very, very important to them. And they listen when they know that kind of stuff. And if we can have a voice on any Fish and Wildlife Commission, we should. We really, really should. And that's what Oregon's going to do from what it sounds like. They've already got one person in mind for position 5, but the other 4 are going to be determined here in the next couple weeks.
Nice. Yeah, I've heard some inklings on some of the commercial positive seat and just some stuff there, but that's more offline kind of talk. But it's but like Justin said, it's kind of wait and see what we get as far as the new ones. It might be a double-edged sword. We don't know. So
exactly.
You just never know.
Yeah. We all I can see people commenting. We can only pray we get some good heads in there.
Scary.
Yeah, I mean if only we had a group of about 500,000 like-minded sport fishermen that would all kind of think the same and where's a hatchery in Wild Oregon when you need one?
For the cause. Yeah.
Yeah. If only people would only think, that there's just maybe this one kind of thing that we could all just kind of go for.
But what do you have to lose?
Just right.
Literally, you could have just pointed right here because
Where is
right
it?
there.
Got nothing to lose, though.
To your right.
To your right, dum-dum.
Oh,
Let him do
that
it.
one. Right there. Here you go. Anyways. Yeah, anyways, no, this is not a job.
Guys.
Yeah, this is not something I think, this is appointed by the governor, so.
Yeah, most of them are appointed by the governor and her staff. That's usually how it works. But you do get to advocate, and you do get to throw your name in the hat if you're up high on the department's watch list, which are I don't think I'm there yet. One day, maybe I will hopefully be to the point where I can do something like that because I really, really care about fisheries. But just one more thing, Cam. I want to digress back to this upper versus lower fishery thing.
Yeah.
We don't do that. That's not what we do. I know it got a little out of hand yesterday, which is fine. People are really passionate right now on these type of events where it's really low.
Yeah.
But if there was ever the need where an upper Columbia fisherman wants to come down on a lower river, he would be welcomed with open hands by the majority of us. Whoever, especially me. I'm not going to tell anybody to not come down here and fish. And if I go up and fish in the upper river and I'm not welcomed, that's sad. That's unfortunate because that's not what's happening.
Yeah,
we're fishing off of the way that these programs have now been managed. We don't have any other choice but to operate off of this system. This is
No,
what
I mean,
have.
we fished. I mean, and it's a double-edged sword because, like we talked about yesterday, you know, if the runs come in, if the runs are forecasted, to, like let's just throw a hypothetical out there, but the summer Chinook run is only supposed to be 32,000 over Bonneville Dam.
Yeah.
But by the time, let's say it comes back at 90, right? And
Right.
obviously those fish would already be past the lower river, and there would be a fisheries opened up in the upper river. And don't think
Right.
that doesn't happen because that happened with sockeye last year. Lower river guys never got a shot. 300,000 of them went upriver, and the upriver guys murdered them.
Yeah, crushed.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
they
part of
did
the
so good,
plan.
and we didn't
That
even
is
get a
how the
go in
rivers.
after 'em.
That is
That's
how
right.
the rivers are managed. There's no other way to manage the lower river to forecast, and there's no other way to do it. So if someone has a better way, I'd like to hear that. And where there was a lot of this east versus west when that discussion was yesterday, but if people had a problem with that, then they should have been attacking the plan that was set back in March.
Not us together as a group.
Not
we're
sport
all
anglers
together.
Exactly. Sport anglers losing opportunity is not something anybody should or want to swallow, especially this day and age.
No
I
way.
understand being conservative, and if you understand the numbers and the buffers and the things that go with it, if there's not a chance to have a safe fishery that would risk any chance of overharvest, we'd throw our hands up and rack the rods and go and be done. No question.
Big thing.
And nobody would cry about it.
That's
But
right.
if the fish are there, the plan is set, the forecast is looking good, no new data, you know, like, then what's the problem?
Yeah, exactly.
play ball.
Exactly.
Play ball. That's right. Yeah.
Exactly, guys. Yeah, yeah. It was just sad that happened, and it didn't hurt my feelings. I understand everybody's passionate. I get it. We all get it.
my
It's
gosh.
nothing new. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I blame this person for that person or anybody else for being passionate.
Right.
I'm just as passionate, but I definitely know a limit, and it's got to come down to the point where I know to at least make sure that we're not here to compete on East versus West. It's just not going to happen. We're better than that.
Yeah,
At least
I just
I am,
don't
and I
want.
wanna make sure
and
everybody
just
knows
like I
that.
don't want to see anybody on the east side lose, you know, opportunity to, especially when it's there and the fish are there. Like, you know, it's not something we want to
Yeah.
start down. I agree.
Yep.
Bill
Covered.
Monroe, thank you for your time.
You are very welcome, boys.
Much appreciated. What did you guys all think of Bill Monroe tying on here, giving us some information on the compact? I see David Lee. I'm just gonna fire this out there to you. Right now, the talk is the Columbia. If you haven't watched this show the last 3 years now, we do
Wow.
plenty of tributary talking. Plenty. Tons of it, actually. That's all we did the last
And
6
not just that, I mean,
months.
we've done kokanee,
We do,
bass,
we do it all,
everything.
bud. But right now, you know, it's a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big deal. We're going springer fishing over Easter Sunday weekend, third weekend in April in the Columbia River, and there's some potential, and the test nets are there. It's looking good. This is a positive,
It's a
positive
positive
thing
step.
for this year. So no, we're going to talk
right.
about it, and you know, there will be times we bring bass, walleye, we do a lot of other stuff. But yeah, game on. We're excited about this weekend. You want to talk
Cool.
kokanee? Did a little kokanee fishing.
Yeah.
Whacked on him. It's fun. Let me know. But yeah.
All right, Bill.
Thank you very
All
much,
right,
Bill.
boys.
We'll
Thanks
see
for
you out on
having
the
me
river,
I
buddy.
appreciate it. Yep.
Thanks, Bill.
Yep. Thank you, bud.
Okay, bye. Bye, guys.
Now there,
Billy
there's no
Monroe,
nets
everybody.
going out. There's no nets going out. People keep saying that. I
What?
keep seeing, aren't the nets going to impact the fishery? Like,
Okay,
all
no,
because of that meeting,
no.
like, they're freaking out.
The test nets do that. They
Right,
go it.
correct.
But they do 15 drifts like once a week, and like I said, despite what people think, the gill nets don't get them all. Not even close. Like
But they're
I
just hired to do
I can
this
go
test
into the
fishery, though.
statistical facts of that on like CPUE days on the Columbia when we used to close the river down on Tuesdays, and then remember back in those days when the gill net would go on Tuesdays and then nobody would show up Wednesdays, but Wednesdays were always the best.
Right,
the
fired.
best. They were the best CPUE on the river out of the whole week. Like they don't get them all, but regardless, it can be used as like I said, a management tool that they can see the abundancy in the river, especially when things are muddy and the sport guys aren't going to catch
Right.
them.
I've been told that
24.
The state allows them to
Those-
go in just because they can't afford to fund their own test fisheries,
Well,
so
I
that
think
they
it's more.
use them. It's
Yeah,
kinda-
there's a
They're
little bit.
contract-
There's a
they're
little. They're
contracted.
contracted out, and there's a little bit of the fox guarding the hen house situation there.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's what unfortunately we got to work. So if we want to change it, get out there and change it.
That's what's allowing us to go back in, though.
Yep. Yeah, it's very, very interesting.
Clint, do you got a winner for the YouTube channel? Thanks so much to everyone on YouTube. We are about to pick a winner for the Gerber fillet knife. If you guys have not checked out Gerber's new line of fishing products, they've had out a couple years now. They started launching a saltwater version, salt resistance to all the new tools that are coming out. So I highly recommend all this Gerber stuff. It's pretty badass fishing stuff.
While he's selecting that, real quick, since we're talking springers, First Cast Fishing asked anyone here of Southwest Washington Trib Springer returns. And I think they're supposed to be so down in the dumps that 2 out of the 3 rivers, as far as the Southwest Washington trips are concerned, are closed. And one of them right now only has, I think, 12 to 15 fish back to the dam already, and which is not good for my home.
Just a white background, Clint.
So, not looking good. There is one river open. It's a small river, begins with a K. 1 fish limit, though. There you go. You can check the regs. I don't care. I didn't say river name.
Is he up?
Who won the knife? Kyle Dickey. You need
Kyle Dickey on YouTube. Kyle Dickey on YouTube. You won yourself a Gerber fillet knife. Send us an email, orders@addicted.fishing, and we will get this shipped out to you. And don't leave us, because we do have a couple more packs of Brad's row beads that we're going to give away at some point tonight, and we might throw some Hatchery and Wild
Scroll
stickers
on my
and some
Facebook
other
comments.
random things in there. So
We're 145 to 210 right now.
yeah, YouTube's killing you, Facebook. So if you're on Facebook,
I'm shocked.
The reason we chose the winner off of YouTube is because they had more viewers, and we kind of had a little contest going there.
Let's talk this week
if
again.
you're on Facebook, please share this live feed out there to your family, friends, all your different Facebook groups that you're a member of. Let's get some more people over here on the Facebook side and keep talking fishing.
Joanne, I see your comment about sturgeon. That's going to be coming up. Yes, there's going to be a fishery, and we will be going over that shortly. We'll be talking rigging, all that stuff. It'll be coming up.
May 13th or May
Correct.
11th?
I think it's 13th.
May 13th. It starts Monday, Wednesday, Saturday till June 5th.
Which is from
Don't
what
hold
I
me to that, or until quota's reached. So it's 3 days a week starting May 11th. But if I wouldn't be planning on fishing sturgeon mid-June, like if you're looking to go, probably go in those first 3 weeks. Try to go in May.
I've been hearing that's like from the guys that grew up fishing down there. Like, I'm not a pro down there, but from the guys that I do know that fish a lot, they're saying that this opener is like super early. Like the fish, like,
yeah, no,
it's gonna be a little
it's
different program.
It's definitely managed to have. I mean, because could you imagine if they had that sturgeon fishery in July?
Oh my gosh!
I mean, we go out for fun because there's 50 of them laying in 6 feet of water. Yeah, the fishery is definitely
Which this
managed.
year, I want to go do what Cody Herman was doing last year, where he was beaching his boat and then he was getting out and freaking fishing in the sand.
We gotta do that.
Yeah, wait till I use that Humminbird electronics for
insane.
that side scan.
Yeah.
And that,
Hey,
my God.
Matthew Roberts, thank you so much for the super chat. And dude, we miss Jerry,
too.
more than you even know it. So hopefully Jerry is back with us someday, but who knows? Jerry, we love you. Matthew Roberts, thanks again for the super chat. If you're on Facebook and you're wondering what the hell we're talking about, super chat allows you to donate money to Addicted. It allows people to contribute to the cause and help us kind of continue to do this thing every single week. So these people on YouTube are donating cash to us to help us continue to do this every week and hopefully pay Clint one day so he's not working for free pro bono for he gets like cans of Sprite and like pieces of jerky and stuff.
And Patrick Kelly's like, won't be good until late May. High cold water, it's going to suck. Patrick, I think you and I both know some guys that will be getting it done down there. But yeah, that fishery is definitely managed to be having us fish when those fish are kind of arriving down there and maybe not sitting down there.
That might be a little key. What you just said right there, arriving down there.
Yeah, they're arriving down there, and there's some guys that get them. There's some guys that get them.
Meaning they're arriving, which means they're coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, it's open from Wana power lines down, so do whatever you want to do. But even guys down in his neck
be
of the
careful when you go down there, though. Do not just go cruising around thinking you know what you're doing if you don't, because it gets scary down there, like sandbars. And last year I almost put my boat on I was like literally like just cruising upriver, and before I knew it, I was in like 2 feet of water.
Craig Rubin, I hope that you have your GoPros going if you take your bass boat down there for sturgeon.
Yeah.
Make sure that they are running.
Hey, Spencer, thanks so much, dude. You want more videos of Lonnie slaying steelhead? I will talk to Lonnie and try to get you some more videos. He actually, guys, he's been working a freaking ton. And if you guys didn't know, Lonnie just got engaged. So if you're wondering kind of where Lonnie is
He's
Congrats
gone.
to
Lonnie's
Lonnie.
dead. You won't see him for about 5 years.
He's done.
He's gone. He's done.
Anyway, congrats to Lonnie. If you guys are wondering where he's been at, he's actually just been working a ton. He actually just bought a brand new truck and just got engaged, so he's on his grind right now trying to do all that. So that's where Lonnie's been, but we'll get some more videos of Lonnie smashing Steelhead. I can tell you where you can see a lot of that, and that's Addicted Alaska too, but you got to go get your premiere tickets
Yeah, there'll be
from our website.
Couple fish caught. Fish caught. Jacob Powell, what exactly does non-retention mean? Can you still fish on closed all the way? Yes, you can, and there's actually some really great, really awesome, really fun fisheries that you can go and target sturgeon in some of the more productive areas for non-retention days and catch them and release them. And honestly, like, if I wasn't going to go do what I was going to do tomorrow, I was thinking about even doing that because there are some areas right now that really have a lot of sturgeon in them, and it's a lot of fun to go catch 50 fish that are 3 to 6 foot long. So yeah, and in July and August down there in the estuary, those fish just stack in there.
That's what we should do Sunday. Or I mean, when you were going to fish Saturday.
Hell no.
Do it on Monday.
No way.
When we go out there
and kill
you,
lings.
when you go out, what? I thought you were going spear fishing Saturday.
I'm going Saturday.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm going to go springer fishing
When
Saturday.
you go springer fishing and you fish for like 6 hours and you don't hook anything, then we'll go catch them.
Okay, fair enough. That's right. That's right. Yep. Awesome, guys.
Oh, let's see. What else we got going on here? Sorry, guys, we're reading.
Yeah, we're reading some questions
It's
here.
It's crazy to kind of
'Cause
read.
it's
like
We have
all of
YouTube
them.
and Facebook going side by side here, guys. So
Scrolling through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they jump a lot, Craig. They definitely an aerial fish down there. They don't play.
Did it fish last year, man? Those fish jump in shallow water. Oh, absolutely, man. They did fish last year. It took a little bit to get on them, but there was some good, some productive. I mean, we all caught our quota.
yeah. Have any of you guys been doing? What other kind of fishing you guys been doing this spring? It's crazy this time of year. Actually, there's a lot of opportunities out there. So you guys been doing? I've been chasing a lot of bass. Anyone else? I know Craig. I saw you tuned in, Craig. I know you've been chasing bass, doing tournaments and stuff.
Super chat to get cam glasses. Dude, I'm 37. I'm not that old.
Yes, Tyler. I'm doing.
I know. I
clam
keep doing.
digging. I'm clam digging.
And
Saturday.
Sal, yes, I do run like ling trips for sure.
Oh my gosh!
Starting in May.
Done.
First $50 super chat we get, I'm going to take those glasses off Cam's head and just bust them in half. And those are Clint's glasses.
Yeah.
Dude, these are me. I like them.
Those are money.
Those are money. It's money, dude. Hold on.
All right,
I feel like hold on. If we're
Oh,
gonna do
surf
this,
perch. Yeah, who's going surf perching and clamming this weekend?
Me. I'll be
Charles
there.
is.
Come find me.
dude, Nick Popov.
Trout, bass, and steelhead. Winter steelhead are still strong in Tillamook. That's pretty sweet, man.
What's up?
Blackmouth. We never did go do blackmouth.
I
I know. I suck. I got too busy.
Just one of those things every year. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this. Nope.
Yep.
I want a shrimp in the Puget Sound.
You want
too.
shrimp?
Yeah, like
That's fine. You go shrimp. We're gonna catch salmon.
Joe Hopkins, where's the kokanee tournament?
Yeah, Cameron. Question that I just got actually text or message to me on Facebook. How long of a drift are the test nets doing?
So-
Half a mile, 1 mile, etc. Comma.
So that's all tide dependent because a lot of what they're doing is it's down in test
Okay,
region.
well,
But what they
typically
do
when you've
is
seen
what
it-
they are. Sometimes it's a mile, but because they're set to 45-minute soak times. No, I'm trying to be serious and be a flat biller here.
Flat billers do not wear those glasses.
What?
No.
Oh, I thought it was cool.
No.
Anyway, awful. Anyways, no, the set time is for 45 minutes. So, yeah, from the time the first net touches the water till the time it removes, can't be more than 45 minutes. Depending on the tide, they could drift a long ways. Sometimes they drift a mile. Sometimes they stay still. Sometimes they drift upriver. It just all depends. So, yeah. Cam gets ready to go grow pineapple.
Dude, Cam, we seriously after Addicted Alaska, we need to plan some sort of addicted meetup. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it looks like, but we get that all the time from you guys. I know you guys want to do like a big meetup, and we did the bass.
Disappointment in Marlon's voice.
We did the bass. We did all the bashes last year, and those were fun. But I want to do like a fishing meetup, dude. Like somewhere where we all just freaking 100,
Dude,
200,
I think
300,
what we gotta
500
do,
addicts together.
I think what we got to do is we got to go down and, I mean, where's everyone going to be on Labor Day weekend, or where's everyone going to be at Buoy 10? Like, we pick a weekend at Buoy 10, everybody goes fishing, and then we just have a meetup somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's non-casual. I mean, I don't know. You guys throw it out there. Let's talk about it. That'd be fun. Addicted Fishing Tournament, Tyler Whitwer, that is coming. But if we do anything like that, it's going to probably be with this, correct?
Probably. I have some stuff that I've been working on on the back.
So just stay tuned.
There's
we do want to do a tournament, but just to do a tournament like that, you got to have permitting and you got to have all this stuff. Yeah. Anyways. Time to plan the next Addicted Bassers. That is one thing I plan on doing a ton this year. That was fun.
Craig, hit me up, dude. Let's get the next Bassers Addicted event. I know those small. We want to go do the spring smallmouth fishing up in Cascade Locks. So let's go. Let's plan it, dude. For sure.
On Detroit, Corey. Okay, yeah. I know there's been a few. Yep. Addicted East Side. Man, I don't know what we could do about that. We should just run a poll.
Dude, I'll bring my hot dog food truck for the meetup.
Hell yeah, dude!
Oh my God. Yeah.
That'd be freaking.
Yeah, we have to figure out a couple. That would be badass. Dude. A couple food trucks, like a big parking area. Guys can pull their boats in, like a park or something. We could probably have some fun with that.
We gotta do it. We gotta come up with something.
That'd be cool.
We're gonna come up with something fun.
Craig, let's go. Hit me up. I want to catch some bass. Forget about Mike. He's old news.
Hatchery and Wild Gillnet and Gillnet. How about, Patrick, we just worry about putting fish in the water? We'll sort out the details later.
All right, Clint, let's pick one more winner to win these Brad's beads and then kick off for the night.
Yep.
One for YouTube, one for Facebook.
Addicted Kids Tournament. That, man, summertime is going to be fun.
Yeah, guys, we have a lot of stuff going on right now, and we want to do all these things for you, and we're going to do our best to try to bring them to you.
We need some help.
We got events coming. We got all sorts of stuff.
We need some help. We need some women's group stuff. We need some kids. We need some help.
Beat?
That's Clint sighing.
Beat?
I gotta pick a winner.
Clint, just pick one and I'll say it. We don't need to put it up on the screen. Just
Okay,
pick one.
how do you say that?
How do you say what?
Just type it out and I'll do it. Just point at who is the winner.
No, pick somebody else. Just pick somebody else. What brand is Cameron's boat, and does he still use the Pro Release? My boat is an Alumaweld.
Okay, if you have a name on YouTube that's like a bunch of letters that we can't pronounce, sorry, but your random winner doesn't get picked. And
Okay.
Cody Garvey.
Cody Garvey, message us, man. You won yourself a pack of the Brad's row beads.
And Cody Wankler. What brand is Cameron's boat, and does he still use the Pro Release? I do use the Pro Releases. Honestly, for kokanee, they're a little bit cumbersome. They do work very, very well, and they're great. If you're only going to pick one release for salmon and kokanee, they work well. And my boat's an Alumaweld Columbia, and I'll tell you what,
Tyler Whittier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die on that boat. That boat's incredible. I was sledding a river today, and I'll be out in the ocean in May.
Tyler Whitware. Tyler Whitware, you won the other pack of Brad's row beads. Shoot us an email to orders@addicted.fishing.
Yeah.
Hey, but just really quick, look at that tag on
Well, I
Facebook
don't-
that's new. It says sharer. So it tags him instead of like a top fan or anything else, that he shared that feed publicly for everyone to see. It tagged
But
him
does
as a
that?
sharer.
But okay, here's a question though. Hey Sal, did you share this out?
Yeah, but he's not going to be that because he shares
Yeah,
it out
it
every
says
single week.
You can get
But
this
that's what I'm
badge by
saying,
sharing
so-
the current stream.
Yeah,
But what I'm wondering is if someone has a badge of a top fan versus someone has a badge of a sharer.
Oh, yeah.
What does one overdo the other one?
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I've never seen that
absolutely
badge before. It's just another super chat.
The legend. Hey, Brandon, thanks so much for the super
You had
chat.
to say it. Thank you for the super chat, guys. Man, that was an awesome live
Dude,
stream.
that was super awesome. All you guys on YouTube that sent us super chats, you guys
Much
are freaking
appreciated,
amazing.
guys.
You guys
We
are-
had
Who won these beads?
And all you guys on Facebook and YouTube and all those that shared them, all you guys that shared them out there and liked and commented and just tuned in with us, we appreciate you just as much. So thanks so much for tuning in with us every week.
Thanks
Get outta
for
here.
staying.
No, that is the bead, dude. I'm telling you, I'm not the greatest fisherman in the world. That bead catches me fish, so that has to say something for it.
The nail polish.
Yes, that
catch
bead is
any
legit.
All right, guys, we will see you guys next Wednesday.
Thank you
next
for being
Wednesday,
patient. Oh,
it's
yes.
going to be so much more smooth and badass. So you just
And
wait
next
for it.
Wednesday,
we have Dave Shamp from Hatchery and Wild coming in. So
Oh,
come hang out with us next week. We're going to be talking to Dave. He's got some updates for us of things that have happened and all sorts of
Exciting
fun
stuff.
things. So come hang out next week. We're going to be talking about that, and we'll have some other updates.
We
as well.
almost brought him in this week, but we've got some stuff that's just right on the cusp of developing that we just had to wait one more week. So for those of you guys that tuned in when he got in here last time, he was on YouTube, but we weren't able to get him on Facebook because that was the day Facebook broke, like literally broke. So we're going to bring him back in. We're going to have some good information, fishing
do you mean?
updates, lots of good stuff.
Yeah. Really quickly, if you have not watched this last week's Addicted Life, please go watch it. I'm a little sad that it's not getting very much traction as some of our other ones because literally Mike hooks a springer in his hand. It is so badass what happens on that episode, and I really want all you guys to see it.
That was
So
a good
go
day.
watch Sunday. Cameron calls out a fish on the screen, and then literally as he's calling it out, Mike picks up his rod because he thought it was bottom, and the springer eats in his hand. So
Which we did like 40 times in the Columbia River this year.
There's
but-
lots,
we
there's
got it
lots
on
of other
video.
videos up
yeah,
there, too.
that happens a lot, but to get it on video, it doesn't happen very often. So go check that out, last week's Addicted Life. One last little teaser. Clint's going to cut to some Addicted Alaska stuff, and if you haven't bought your tickets, please go get them, guys. Addicted.fishing, www.addicted.fishing.
And to the 360 of you guys that tuned in tonight, thank you very much. We'll see you on the water.
We'll see you on the river.
Bear, 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 bear.
Dude, that was
Oh my god. There he is! There he is! No! No!
It's huge. Every time he head shakes, dude, I can just feel.
Oh, dude, here we go.
Oh, he just freaking flew out of the water.